So in this video, I want to talk about strategies for establishing helpful habits to help you move forward. So I'm going to give you a taster of what I share on my Building Resilience course. So why is it important to establish helpful habits? Well, Robin Sharma says that greatness is all about consistency on the fundamentals. Can't remember where I got this quote from. It might be from Tony Robbins, but the principle is where you are today is the culmination of the habits of the last year. So consider the difference between someone who a year ago meditated for 60 minutes and then didn't meditate for the rest of the year, and a person who decided to meditate for 1 minute every day and managed to do that for 365 days. Which is going to actually help you move forward more? Obviously, consider that if someone starts with 1 minute, there might be days that they feel able to do it for longer. Where you are a year from now will be the culmination of the habits from today. So what is one habit you could work on and cultivate over the next year? Obviously, you might decide to do more than one, but starting with just one is a great place to start. So let's talk about the principles of establishing helpful habits. The big idea is that we can either make it hard or easy. I think making it easy is a better approach. There's a behavioral change expert called BJ Fogg, and he talks about this formula, B equals MAP, where B is the behavior. M stands for motivation. Our motivation can either be low or high. A stands for ability. Our ability is such that the task might be hard or easy. And P stands for prompt. So BJ Fogg says that if the prompt is below this green action line, then we're more likely to fail. If the prompt is above the line, we're more likely to succeed. So an example he gives is that he had this goal to get fitter. And initially he got a gym membership, but he was never going. So in a sense, his motivation wasn't high, and it felt like a hard thing to do, to drive to the gym, to work out for an hour, to drive home. And so he decided to actually change his approach. And what he decided to do was that every time he went to the toilet, so that was the prompt, he would do 2 press-ups. And so he went from doing no press-ups to, I don't know how many times he went to the toilet. Let's imagine he went 10 times. That means he's done 20 press-ups. And with time, he was able to do more than 2 press-ups. And he says now that he can do 100 press-ups in one go. But his goal when he goes to the toilet is still just to do 2 press-ups. Okay, so he made it easy. And then actually each time he did that, he would celebrate, he'd give himself a little fist bump. So consider how you might apply that to your situation. For instance, I work with people a lot with fatigue. And for instance, if someone says, I'm going to go for a walk for 30 minutes, when actually that's well beyond their current capacity, they're more likely to fail. Their motivation is not going to be high, and it's going to be super hard for them. Now, if that same person says, well, actually, I could go for a walk for a minute. So maybe after I've had breakfast, I'll have a little rest. And then after my rest, I'll go for a walk for 1 minute. Now, in that situation, their motivation is high and it's easy for them to do that. And what they can do is over time, they can do more 1 minute. So they might start with 1 minute a day. They might move to 2 minutes a day, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes a day. Then they might do it in 2 minute slots or 3 minute slots, etc. And that way they can build up. And I've literally had clients who've done that. They've started small. They've found that by doing something which is in their ability, they feel more relaxed and confident about doing that. Because they feel more relaxed and confident, that's not adding stress to themselves when they set their goals too high, like I'm going to do 30 minutes or 15 minutes and stress about it. That's actually just going to deplete their energy. So consider how you might apply that approach. 4 principles I want to share. Number 1, make it easy to win. Okay, so we talked about BJ Fogg just doing 2 press-ups. Consider what your prompt is going to be. You could choose to do a new habit or activity at a specific time or after you do something else, like going to the toilet, putting the kettle on. I know someone who, when they put the kettle on, they do some press-ups. Third thing is to celebrate the win, no matter how small. By celebrating, that's going to help you move forward. So consider, as I say, what's one habit you could work on cultivating. Now, I'm going to be doing a live training where I talk about breaking undesirable habits. What I'm going to be talking about is what drives our undesirable habits. Because when we understand that, that gives us power and gives us insights into what's going on. We'll talk about the principles of breaking habits, and we'll talk about how the behavior change formula that we've just covered relates to breaking undesirable, unhelpful habits. I'm going to be doing that live training on Thursday at 4:30 p.m. BST. So if you'd like to watch live or catch the replay, either comment below and I'll PM you the link, or if you see a link below this video, click that link and sign up, and you'll get an email with all the details. Keep going, you've got this. Wishing you great health.